Hey, what's going on, everybody? I wanted to come back and try this again with the live chat and stuff like that. I have a big question for all YouTube channels, for all Sasquatch research channels, everybody included in this, myself as well. I want to know, right? What is it? The end game for this, for all the work done, all the research in the field, all the miles hiked, and the hours put in the field, and all the videos uploaded, and the tireless work by people that are out doing research in this subject of Sasquatch. I'm going to wait a couple minutes. I have to, because I want to let a couple people kind of join in. I don't want to be talking to myself, right? So I'm sure you can understand. I want to try to have a few people with me as I talk. And if it's 9 people again, like I had the last time, that's exactly all I need. I just need some feedback as I go along. So this, uh, I know I often say research and stuff, right? But I'm not a researcher. I'm not a professional researcher of Sasquatch. I'm a professional hiker, is what I am. I'm a professional backpacker. I'm a professional woods hiking person, right? So a lot of this stuff, a lot of these channels where there's guys going out into the woods and walking around and taking pictures and having encounters and sightings and stuff like that. All of these researchers and all of these explorers, I call myself an explorer. I explore the forest generally because I love to hike. I love the woods. I love to be out in the forest. And it is pouring like a banshee out right now. I wish it was pouring when I was out hiking. I love that, but of course it waited for me to come out of the forest before it started to pour out. So you know, so back to this whole thing about what what do we want? I'm so adamant about talking to people about Sasquatch and Bigfoot and sign that I see. Oh man, it's raining heavy. And so let me wait at least a couple of seconds here for a couple people to join me before I get into my topic, which is the end game of finding Bigfoot, right, or finding Sasquatch. So just let me relax here for a second, and I want to have a few people at least to join us. Um, so I was at home about a half an hour ago, right, and it started to pour out. Now I planned on coming to this spot where I had made my last live chat, and it worked, and I wasn't all freeze frame, pixelated, and it kind of came out okay. Uh, but I wanted to come back and talk. I've been wanting to make a video like this for a while. I made a video on this subject probably like 6 months ago, or I don't know, 5 months ago. I'm not positive. I'd have to go look it up. My point about this topic of Sasquatch and all of these channels and videos. What's the reason why someone puts a video out that they saw a Bigfoot? Now, I don't have to have a theory on this. I believe it to be. We want it to be. Let me just be clear. I can't speak. Pardon me for all adjustments. I can't speak for other channels, but I can speak for my own channel and my own ideas and theories and thoughts on this subject that I have, I want others that laugh at this and make fun of people that believe in Bigfoot, right? It's weird. It's a really a double-edged sword because I want Bigfoot to be recognized as a legitimate species, and I don't see that. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't feel like I'm doing any harm in wanting that end game. This is end game here. What does everybody want? So we have all of these researchers out there in the field, walking around in the woods and hiking in miles and recording hours of video, and myself included, hours of video. I have over 100 or something like that. And, I ask myself often, why am I doing it? Well, I can't speak for other researchers, but I can speak for myself and what I want to come from this. So I'm a little bit, I can't find the word. I don't want Bigfoot to be in jeopardy. I almost prefer to have a ton of people out there thinking that Bigfoot is just folklore from Indian, Indian folklore and just tales of Bigfoot, and lump in leprechauns and unicorns and pudgewudgies from my area and the Loch Ness Monster and all that stuff. Bigfoot is definitely lumped in with that. So I have kind of a conundrum in my head that I would love to see. I want to experience an encounter that really is kind of my personal end game. You know what I mean? I don't know what you guys, when you click on videos, different channels, and what are you looking for? Right? You want to see some kind of solid video or picture that in your mind can validate that you're not crazy and that you're not, one of those people that believe in Bigfoot. And I kind of want the same. I not kinda. I definitely want the same. I don't know if validation is the word I'm looking for, but a little bit. Like I want, in the long run, I don't want to be looked at as a crazy person. You know what I mean? And to those that don't believe or that are not on the same page as researchers, and that those of us that know Sasquatch exists, there are things out in the forest that don't make sense if Sasquatch doesn't exist. Anomalies and tree bends, breaks, leans, and I've gone through this 100 times. If Bigfoot doesn't exist, none of this makes sense to me. Like, it's very difficult to put into words, kind of a little bit, what I really want the outcome to be at the other end of the tunnel. What is it that we're really striving for? I do not want Sasquatch to be hunted, or I don't want science to whip them open and study them, which I personally believe it's already too late for that. I think that's already been done. When I first got into this, I saw a couple of videos from Miss Linda Newton Perry, and she has a good channel that not enough people watch her videos. They're very short and sweet, perfect videos. She had done some videos on Oregon bodies found. When anyone ever says to you, well, where's the bodies? Why do they never find a body? They have found bodies. They have. It's documented in newspapers, circulated news in the local area, that actually describes bodies of an unknown creature. I mean, to me, the creature is not unknown. I know what it is just by the description. But my conundrum in my brain tells me, what am I doing? What am I contributing to possibly? Am I doing harm? Is kind of what I think to myself. You know, a lot of these videos or channels, research channels, such as myself, as my channel, I all I want is a better understanding. I'm not looking to be taken in by a family of Bigfoot and to be able to document that on video, because that really could contribute to the downfall of an entire species. Think of that. Think of that for a minute, if you could. If you believe in Sasquatch, and you watch videos and stuff like that of channels like my own or others, and it's like, and it's exciting to see that, to think that a creature exists that they don't teach you about in school, or as you grow up, you're really taught. Basically, it's folklore from Indian tribes passed down. I mean, it's not just that. This goes back way, way, way further than I thought. I thought Bigfoot was the past 100 years sightings. It is definitely goes much, much further than that. Back in history, back to I want to say. I'm not going to make myself look like an idiot any further. I won't say the name. It was a guy that had discovered the Americas, or was discovering the Americas, and with the Vikings, and he was scared out of here. Chris Christopherson or Chris something like that, and that might be a singer or something like that. Chris, I don't know. But anyways, this goes back long before your forefathers. And your forefathers of their forefathers. We're talking 1,000 years of sightings. Hey, Leif Erikson. Yes, thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate that. Man, you really saved me on that one. Threw me a lifeline. I appreciate that. So this gentleman came over here and wrote about sightings that they actually scared him and the Vikings the heck out of there. So this isn't just a current or a phenomena that is new to the computer age or social media. This is just coming out now, or not now today. This is I'm late to the ride. I come in way late. There's so many better researchers than me, and so much more information than I could ever provide. And I learned from these people. I don't know what all you guys think about Todd Standing. All right, I don't want to alienate myself from anybody else that thinks that Todd Standing is a fake or whatever. And I'm not going to go there and say one or the other. But I've never seen more convincing video of a face of Sasquatch than I have with Todd Standing. If you've never heard of him, I'm sure you have, but if there's someone that comes across this video, please look up Todd Standing, Sasquatch faces, or something along those lines. Very, very convincing, you guys. And now I'm getting way off here. The reason for this chat was to put something out to you guys that I am concerned about, very concerned. And that is the long-term repercussions of somebody discovering Bigfoot. So right now today, the military, I've seen videos, and you know what? Who knows if it's real, but I've seen videos on YouTube where the military briefs their men on Bigfoot and things like that. So there is a small percentile in my head that questions my own self. even things I see in the forest that I know unquestionably seem to be sign. I cannot help but in the back of my mind think, i- is this ridiculous? I mean, am I following the curtails or the coattails of some other crazy buffoon that has led everybody down this trail of this rabbit hole of Sasquatch? Man, I'll tell you, if that's the case, I feel burnt, right? I mean, I feel like, but you know what? As well, though, there's something about this entire subject that really makes me feel very open minded about it, and it's that you yourself can have a theory on Sasquatch, and there is nobody that's going to tell you any different, right? I mean, I can't prove your theory wrong. I can't prove my theory right, but I can document, I can observe, document, and report. And that's kind of like a research theory. And Walter and Patty Burke up in New Hampshire, two great people I met and did some research up there. And I met them through my YouTube channel. Walter had said that to me, and that has still stuck in my head about that research, document, and report it. I mean, that's very simple to me. I can't claim anything, but I can claim that my research and my documentation and my reporting is true and factual. I still have yet to see a Sasquatch, so I'll never claim to until it happens to me. And I often worry too that might change my entire outlook on everything. What if I see a Bigfoot and it scares me so much that I don't go hiking again? That to me would be devastating for myself. I love to be in the forest. There's something about walking amongst the trees and listen. Anyways, not to get all philosophical. I don't. That's kind of not what I wanted. This chat with you guys is more or less to be about what do you think is going to happen if, like, I want it to be real. Bigfoot's real. Let's document it. Let's keep it a protected species and make it. It makes the news. Well, no, maybe that we don't want that. Maybe I don't want that. It's weird. It's such a conundrum that I want them to be recognized as a species and then I don't. You know, it's I want the people that I speak to or the naysayers to know, see, they're real. And then again, I'm like, no, wait, no, wait, I'm just kidding because I don't want them to be harmed. That's really my my take on the end game of the existence of such a creature like Sasquatch, whether it be interdimensional, alien, cloaking, or all that stuff. Really throw that out the window for me. Really, when it grassroots, I don't want them to be harmed. That's a big deal to me. And I think they're doing a great job because you can't find them, right? I mean, they're so good at doing what they do. They're the world champions at hide and seek. It's so important that they stay hidden. And at the same time, I'm like, where the heck are you? I get so frustrated. Very, very frustrated. Susan Scott, Leif Erickson, thank you. It's listen, the battle back and forth in my brain I guess I title it frustration because I'm starting to get very frustrated. I've been into this now for quite a while. It's my focus. Let them be interesting things. I agree. Hello, Dave. Oh, Mark, I agree with that. Now, I really want to let them be. I just wanted to see them. I'm so curious, so curious about them but I don't want to do them harm, Mark. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt them. I just want to see them. And then now that's kind of it's not just me, it's thousands of people. That therein lies the rub, right? If there's thousands of us out there looking, searching, is there a thousand more with a rifle in their hand? That scares me. I don't want one shot and laid out on a slab in Harvard, in Boston, and tearing their chest open and tearing them apart to look at them. You know, yes, preserve their habitat. Hello, Lisa. So I mean, like, so I hope that you can understand that I'm looking for them and hoping not to find them. How crazy is that thought? You know, and I make videos as I'm hiking out there, and I love taking you guys out with me too. I feel like I'm not alone. You know what I mean? I go out there and I'm hiking and I'm talking to you guys, and I'm passionate about this subject. I'm passionate about Sasquatch and Bigfoot. I see that they're there. I see that. I don't see them, but I see that they've been there recently. I think last year I saw no new sign. Old tree breaks, stuff like that. I think that they have now cycled back to my area. And now I'm worried that maybe I'm contributing to possibly doing harm to them. And I don't want that in any way. Interesting thing, camera keeps us safe. I'm not sure about, you know, again, you know, I don't want, I try not to say or guarantee anything or say, listen, they're definitely out here, this and that, when I go out hiking and stuff like that. Things happen to me, though, that I can't explain. And I made, I think 4 or 5 videos today on my camera before it died. And I haven't uploaded them yet, and I'm gonna upload them, and I'm gonna post them up on my channel. But I had something thrown at me. So now this is what I'm talking about. Oh, every time I hike, every morning when I go out for a hike, I want to see sign and stuff, and I look here and there. I want interaction. But be careful what you wish for kind of thing happens to me. Because I'll be 2 miles out into the forest, which doesn't sound like a lot maybe to someone, but it is. It's isolated. It feels isolated. And when something gets thrown at me, that's a big deal to me. And I'm definitely going off track. So back to this thing. So what is it that I want? What is it that we want as researchers or people that are interested in Bigfoot? You guys that watch other channels, other research channels. When ultimately, say it comes out, right? I have also, when I went into what I think there is there around in my woods, honestly, they're right there more than you know. They really are. I mean, check it out. Please go if you've got a wooded area. All right, off topic. So I'm gonna kind of wind this video down here. What I wanted to say, really kind of to generalize what I'm trying to say, is I'm actually worried in the future. I think that we're getting close to discovering Bigfoot. I'm worried about the implications of if every yokel in the woods with a shotgun hunting a deer now knows that Bigfoot exists. That, to me, will be ugly right there. You're going to have people all over the country, all over the globe now. If this was an internet sensation, Bigfoot body found, and now it's real and it's out there, there will be groups that try to save it and preserve the Bigfoot, and all these things will be done. I don't think it'll end well. And I will continue to enjoy just to see sign of Bigfoot. And I wonder if I ever really see a Sasquatch clear right in front of me. I mean, do I say something? Do I blow the whistle on that? And, do I want to be that? I don't want to be the trigger for something that snowballs into a bad thing. Thank you very much, you guys, for coming by. I do want to say too, some of the comments that come up on my screen, I go to read them and then they kind of ghost out and disappear, because I would love to sit here and talk and comment on all of the video, all of the comments and everything and stuff, and feedback back and forth. But please keep that in mind as you watch these channels and stuff. And I kind of at first thought I just wanted to be like, I told you so. I told you Bigfoot was real. I knew they existed. And then I kind of go down the road in my mind. People can be crazy. You are so right. Hello, Alex. Hey again, Frank. Alex, good to see you. Bigfoot is real. Thank you, Alex. And yes, I know it is real. Lisa, I understand your concerns, and I agree. Thank you, Lisa. Awesome comment. It worries me a lot. It's a concern that I think is valid for me. Alex, did you see it? No, Alex, I've never seen a Sasquatch. I feel close, heard a lot of stuff, seen a lot of things, heard whoops, wood knocks. Never was fortunate enough to see one yet. I believe I'm getting a little closer, but no, I have not. All right, I'm going to kind of get out of here, guys. I really appreciate. I got 7 people on here. Thank you, all 7 of you guys, and that's worth it to me. Doing the live, I like it. I like that because I see stuff pop up, and I can talk to all 7 people. I'm afraid if it was 50, I'd be overwhelmed. Thank you very much, all of you guys, for coming by. And think about it, you guys. I mean, how important is it for me, myself say I told you so, and then in the end game, I don't think it's a good thing when there's a body on a slab of a coroner's office somewhere in Oregon, and which I know that the government. I shouldn't say that. There's a strike against my channel, right? When the government will never let it come out. That's just what I'm saying. It was late. Thank you. Have a great hike, my friend. Yes. Take care. You have a camp out there, Frank. I'm gonna camp out there on the 24th next weekend. The campsite opens. I'm going in, and I'm going in hard. All right, you guys. Have an awesome night. It was good to see you guys. Take care, man. And I'll definitely see you on the next one.